Hey, what's up? Welcome to the Week 12 NFL Best Bet Show. I'm going to be showing you not only what happened on Thanksgiving Day, I'm going to be discussing all things DraftKings Sportsbook, a few FanDuel Sportsbook, and of course, Monkey Knife Fight. We're going to make some picks as well, and I've been asked to do this for years. I run this company, teamriseorfall.com. We provide all things DFS, fantasy football, crazy amounts of tools and content. This is specific to just NFL. Here's the rest of our sports. We literally cover them. We cover all of them. MMA, esports, blah, 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 blah. Costs $29, very cheap. And today, if you use the code Black Friday, it's 50% off. Only today, only Friday. So give it a look. It ends up being just $29.99 for your second month, but your first month ends up being just half price. That also includes this monthly $20 credit to fantasycruncher.com. All right, let's get to work. So yesterday, I put all these picks out on a previous Tuesday YouTube video, totally free. And then I did a Twitch stream on Thanksgiving morning, showed all my best bets, put everything out there. And if you tailed me, you went 8-1 this week. Not too bad. Messed around with the units and all this garbage. I haven't really put tut much time or stock into this. The only one we failed on was Zeke Elliott at over 70.5 rushing yards. I thought this one was going to be one of my it was actually one of my more confident picks of the weekend. And listen, I mean, you see the rest of them, they went well. I think a lot of these were pretty easy. I like finding the bets where I feel like the line's too low, and I like to shoot for overs. I'm pretty good at those. I've been smashing those for years. And the team totals I'm pretty good at as well. Spreads, very difficult. As we know, that's a very sharp market. So let me show you what I have upcoming for Week 12. I figured I'd lead off this way. I've been doing this for a couple years. I've been in the DFS industry making all sorts of content and picks and launched the site a few months ago, and people have been asking me, Mitch, like you're pretty good at the prop stuff. You're pretty good at some of these lines. Why don't you start making videos? Well, okay, but I'm going to do it for free. I'm not charging people like the rest of the industry always, hey, sign up for our DFS, but also another $50 a month and you can get our betting picks. Screw that, man. Just sign up for our DFS stuff. Support us. Support me. And I'm going to give out some picks right here on YouTube. I'll do it on Twitch daily, 11:30 a.m. Eastern. Twitch.tv/teamriseorfall, and we'll go from there. Listen, BetMGM over 50.5, 55.5 points right here. I like this right here. I like this. I actually would put this all the way up to about 56.5. Take it. Take it while you can. I think this will continue to rise. You see the rest of these very, very popular places are at 56 right now for the total. 55.5 BetMGM. Yes, take that one right there. I shouldn't say take that one. That is one that I like most right now. I will be in Virginia, so I am not able to do these bets, but I'm going to be showing you, just like I did yesterday, the ones that I would be putting into action. I cannot wait. Virginia's been passed, waiting for everything to get set up. I think DraftKings, FanDuel, and BetMGM are the first three sportsbooks that will be live in Virginia early first quarter before the Super Bowl too, so I cannot freaking wait. So I'm taking the 55.5 total, and I'm going over here. All right, so this one, I like this one as well. Both these spots right here, 52.5 BetMGM and FanDuel for the Chargers and Bills game. These teams are, they're two offenses that when they get going, they're very, very hard to stop. The Bills have been hemorrhaging points to opposing teams as of late, too. And I was looking at our NFL Study Hub, and I was looking at both these defenses. And, when you're looking at just the average amount of points that these two teams combined giving up, it's just around 54. It's 53.8 points per game on average. Now, that's including some of those games where they pounced and trounced the Jets, okay, where their average allowed points goes way down. So if you're now taking two offenses that are looking pretty darn good, I mean, Justin Herbert has had multiple touchdown passes in 7 straight starts. 7, that's right. He's got 23 total touchdowns in his last 7 starts, 2 or more passing touchdowns in all 7. And then you have Josh Allen, who looks like he's back in early season form after a midseason stumble. And these two offenses, I think, are going to be hard to stop this week. And I think this one's going to hit the over. And this 52.5 point line right here, I will take this total, and I'll take the over for sure. But if it goes up to like 54 or so, I'll probably hit the under. I think this is a pretty sharp line, and I actually think a lot of the totals this week are quite difficult. There's a prop bet in this game I actually really like. It's no longer on the board here, but you can probably find similar ones around, and it was Keenan Allen, and I took this one. This is one of my let me see if I can find it here. Here are my upcoming ones. So it was Keenan Allen over 7.5 receptions plus 103. Yeah, I took that one for sure because I was taking a peek. Keenan Allen, by the way, runs out of the slot. The Buffalo Bills get shredded by slot receivers. Did you know this? I hope you knew this because the Bills cannot stop any slot receivers. And now they're facing basically one of the best, if not the best in the NFL. And this guy's being peppered with targets. 19, 7, 11, 11, 13 over his last 5. Double digit basically all season. Look at this. Look at the reception totals too. 16 against the Jets. All right, he had a tough one against Miami, but then 9, 10, 2, crappy one there. 8, 13, 7. And you're saying his line is 7.5 receptions? Yeah, okay, I took the over. That one was fairly simple. I'm tempted to take this over 76.5 receiving yards as well. I'm not kidding. The Bills are just getting shredded to pieces by slot wide receivers. And Keenan Allen, he's been a little bit boom or bust in the yardage department, but I think this is one of those spots where he's going to boom. So I likely circle back to this. I want to see if this line shifts at all, this prop here. So for now, I am on the Keenan Allen over. I also tried to hammer the Pittsburgh 4.5 point spread and 215 fave right here, and I parlayed them together, two-way parlay. I don't know if that game's going to play. It doesn't look like it's going to play. I have Antonio Brown over 5.5 receptions. He's being peppered with targets. I think if there's any spot where the Chiefs are going to give up opportunities to, it's going to be like a second half type throwing the football like crazy in comeback mode. And I think that puts someone like Antonio Brown, who is the target leader over the last 3 games at 26 targets over those 3. I think that gives him an opportunity to have more than 5 receptions. I mean, here's this first game where he only played a certain amount of snaps. And if I slide over to the wide receiver tab and the teamriseorfall.com, truly you can use this for a lot of betting needs. And I slide over to, let me slide over to wide receivers and let me grab Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay. And if I go look at his first start, Antonio Brown, 78% snaps, 49%, 62%. Snaps-wise, been all over the map. All over the map. You know what has not been all over the map? The fact that he garners a lot of looks. We know Tom Brady wanted him here, brought him in, and he's going to pepper him with targets. He has been like the alpha dog as of late. Not in the red zone, but we don't care about that for sports betting. We don't. Not right now, at least not what we're taking. So Antonio Brown over 5.5 receptions. Yeah, I think so. He barely missed his first game. Last 2 games, he's cleared it with ease, and I think this will be one of those games where it's going to be a potential shootout. I mean, if I'm taking the over and a 55.5 point total, and I'm taking the over there, yeah, I think some fireworks are going to go off. And whether KC's winning 34-20 or not, that final drive, and if they are able to, score a touchdown or something, or whatever it is, whatever pushes them over, it's got to be Antonio Brown that's going to help them out. If they're down by 2 touchdowns that final quarter, you're going to see Tom Brady peppering him again, and you're going to see 42, 45 passing attempts this week. I was looking for a Tom Brady pass attempt total. I could not find a prop for that earlier, and here it is. And I was thinking 42. I was running back through his previous games and the amount of attempts that opposing quarterbacks have been throwing against KC week by week, and I said if Tom Brady's line is around here, I would take the 40. I would take up to 42 as his passing attempt. So we have a 42.5 point line. I mean, literally right there, almost right on the button. So here it is. I'm going under 42.5 because I think right there, I had based on all my game analysis, all my research, I had said before I even looked at this line, 42 is what I want. 42 or less, and I'm golden. That's a tight squeeze, though. So I likely, if I were able to put actual money on the line here in Virginia, it would be like a half a unit, something pretty cheap, but I still do like it. But I'm not entirely totally confident, and I'll be doing like 6 to 8 of these per weekend. Hope these were helpful. Another one I was looking at, let me find it. It was this one, Justin Herbert, 26.5 pass completions. I'm leaning on taking this one right there. I've got to lean here to take the over on 26.5. Justin Herbert, when you look at opposing quarterbacks against the Bills, 26.5 is a pretty decent line. But then when you go look at Justin Herbert and the amount of passing attempts he has thrown since they've lost Eckler, and their running game is just not the same right now. Check out how many pass attempts he's thrown per game. It's 42 or more in 4 of the last 5 games. Check it out. Here it is. 43, 43, 42, 32, and 49. And the completions have risen. 27, 29, 28. One game would be under in 37. So I'm tempted to take Justin Herbert over 26.5 and Justin Herbert over 38.5. I like that a lot, and I likely will end up putting those two in as well. Now, over here on Monkey Knife Fight, you are able to do all sorts of phenomenal things, just like what I was showing you. It's pretty fun. So you can do stuff like this, where you can go and you can, go more or less based on passing yards. Or you can do, rapid fire picks where you're just going fancy points versus fancy points. Keenan Allen versus Stephon Diggs. Diggs gets a 1.5 point lead here. A 1.5 point fancy point lead. Let's see here. What is this one? So you can put combinations together. This one's 5 times you're buying. You got to 3 times them. Over 285 yards for Herbert. Over 284 for Allen. And then Diggs, you're kind of parlaying these together. If you think that Josh Allen's going to go bonkers, then Diggs probably had himself a good game. And then you can put your investment in. Now, here's the deal. I just wanted to show you a real quick one based on the Buffalo Bills, the greatest team in the entire universe. And I figured the reason why I would do that is because I wanted to show you why this is so freaking cool. If you're actually looking at this and you end up getting into this and you want to check it out, my friends, we have stat projections, and I have been crushing Monkey Knife Fight because of our stat projections. How do you think I do all this stuff, right? I mean, how do you expect me to go in there and just smash these props and do all these things without my own models for stat projections? So what I end up doing is I use these stat projections as a median. They're a median projection. From there, I dig a little bit deeper into game flow in the distribution tab because I want to look at stuff like this. And then I want to look at the Vegas stuff and take all of it into account on top of the median projections, which are, data plot points based on a myriad of factors. And then I put my personal game analysis as the final cherry on top. And anyways, it's been going great over there on Monkey Knife Fight. Down below in the description section, I want you to check it out. We've got a killer promo code where they match up to 100% of your deposit right here. Well, they match up to 100% of your deposit up to $50 using promo code ROF. Please give it a look. Hit that subscribe button here on YouTube. Hit the follow button wherever you're watching this, or if you're listening on iTunes and Spotify, and please, by all means, leave a 5-star rating, hit the like button on YouTube. Those things are incredibly helpful. It helps support free content. If you support free content, I'll continue to put more out there. If I don't see the support, screw it. It's all going behind the paywall, and teamriseorfall.com. All my members, we're over 1,000 people in Discord. We've been around since August 29th. I mean, we're not even 3 months finished. We got over 1,000 people in Discord. You tell me if we're putting out good content, if that is the following we have going in just 2 months and 29 days. I'll see you on the inside. Remember, use that promo code and you get 50% off just today. Friday, Black Friday only. All right, my friends. Good luck, and I'll see you on the inside. Take care.